as soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks, I'm out of luck, and no one seems to get me here. They talk about some all the stuff that I don't even wanna hear. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, hanging with somebody, Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody, Goodbye. The truth is I didn't even find your company that good. My lessons learned. Maybe I don't have to be around these people anymore. This party sucks, I'm out of luck. I don't know why I'm being here. They talk about some silly stuff, they even don't know if it's real. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, hanging with somebody, Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody,
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? We have like 20 donations so far. We just started. Thank you for your donation. MR Sarah, Bartman, MR again, and Cassandra, and Natural Yogi. Natural Yogi, thank you for being a member for 2 years. Natural Yogi, you're officially an addict, my friends. I appreciate you. We got Lover, we got Maruta, we got Character, otherwise known as Char. Have you pronounced it? But in the programming world, that's called Car. So there's Varcar and there's Standard Car. I don't know which one you are, but Be Random with me and Lani are here as well. We did do lots of 4K flip throughs. So we have this new one over here by MJ Kalane over there, so I'm excited to use this one. We also have the Shiba Moon Tarot, which is a dog tarot. I want to use that tonight. And then we also have the TDM, the new TDM. We did a 4K flip through of that as well. And then the other new thing that we have is the Tarot of the Dark, or the Tarot of the Dark Side, or something like that. Anyway, we got that one too. So lots of new decks over here, in addition to our other new decks that we started using. So we got a mountain of decks to use over here. Let's start out using this mountain in there by going over here to MR. MR wants to know, what are the feelings towards me? By D, does D like me anymore? Do they not like me? What is the status on all that stuff? Let's start out with this one and take a look at it. This is a fun one. I really like this one. Pretty impressed by just how it looks, and it did take me literally a decade to get it onto the table, but I'm proud to have it going for here. Crafty Lady, welcome. I appreciate you being here as well. We got Marie. What is going on? It's a fine Friday night, my friends. Fine Friday night, my friends, and I am ready to get it started. Let's get this party started over here with MR. MR's got the double shot tonight. Let's see where this is going to take us. D's current feelings for me. Let's get the brand new deck and put it on the table and see where that is going to happen. All right, we got a little bit of a Five of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Devil. They do feel like that there are a level of mistakes from the past. There's a level of sort of just like this tension sometimes with just that connection, right? BecaBoo and Miss Moonlight Music. What's going on tonight? But it feels like there's a level of tension or a level of just kind of, you know, the unknown that has been introduced or that is wandering around this particular connection. It does feel like it's challenged in many ways, and it could be improved by far also. Lani, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But the Five of Swords says mistakes were made. They're trying to make up for these mistakes, and They feel like this is something, if they get a second chance, then I think things will be better off. This is also something, again, that we've seen before in the reading where they spend a lot of time with this. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to sort of sacrifice what we have. So they're willing to put a certain amount of effort into it just to see where it is going to end up. Right? Patricia, thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you being here as well. The devil does say that they still have this level of unknown, this level of insecurity about them that is going to surface, that is going to make things not as great, not as awesome as they could of need to be sometimes, but you're just going to have to put up with that as it goes, right? There we go. Next week between D and I, let's see what's going on with the next week's readings as well. By the way, we also have the new Halloween tarot. I forgot which one this is. This is the new Halloween tarot that we got, and we also have the Painted Lady tarot as well. So we do have all of these that we're going to use tonight. By the way, I do have a 4K flip through scheduled all the way into June, literally a 4K flip through every day into June. So kind of interested to see how that'll work out. But yeah, you're going to see a 4K flip through every single morning at the exact same time. So there we go. Marie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see where this is going to take us tonight. Got a little, what does the next week be like for me and D? High Priestess, there's a level of knowledge. There's a level of expansion. There's a lot of secrets that will be revealed or things that will come up that kind of unexpected as far as that goes, right? This is something that you do have a level of unknown that is still kind of out there. And I think a lot of the unknown will be resolved next week. Rosemary, I thank you for your donation as well. We just have that high priestess, that level of intuition, that level of connection, that level of knowledge that will be revealed next week. And I think that's going to be interesting as well. Queen of Pentacles says, I think they're going to work hard next week, no pun intended, to get this connection, sort of the foundation a little bit better, to make up some previous mistakes, to sort of fix some things that have been a little bit of an issue here and there. Ace of Pentacles says, hey, if we can get a better foundation started, if we can try again, I think that's going to be something I definitely want to pursue, and I definitely want to get done at the end of the day. I think that's going to be one of the prominent feelings that you do get out of that, in my opinion, with all of that. We got Sarah news coming up next. Well, man, you'll be happy with my presentation on Monday. Let's see how that is going to go. Sort of a yes or no question. I'm really in love with a monsoon tarot right now for just yes or no questions. Like a question that just sort of says that this is where I'm going to go with this. This is the destination. A question that has a distinct destination. I think the monsoon tarot really shines in those particular readings. Again, that's just my interpretation, but I do think the monsoon tarot is great, but it's great in a limited capacity. And I think this is one of the limited capacities that I like it to be in. Rosemary, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Will they be happy with this? Two of water, that is that Two of Cups, that connection. You're presenting something, and I think it's received pretty well, right? So you sort of have this picture of sort of reaching out, holding the hand, or touching something. So I think that you end up touching some of their ideals, some of their expectations. You touch some of the kind of things that interest them, that get them excited. You have their imagination going, at least for a little bit. So you reach out and you do connect with them. And I think that's the big thing about any presentation. You need to connect. You need to connect to the person. You can't just throw some information out there and bore everybody. The connection's important, and I think that you end up doing that. Natural Yogi, thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and your donation as well. Double donation tonight over there. All right, we got the KN Kolzaya. Welcome. Appreciate you being here as well. Ten of Fire, you're holding up too much. I think the presentation could be shorter. I mean, you know, you paid me to do the read. I'm going to tell you what I say. A 10 of fire, holding up too much information. The presentation could be shorter. I think getting to the point, right? So I just made a stock trading video, and in the stock trading video, basically I realized, number one, it's boring. Anything with stock trading is boring. And I made a new indicator. So basically in the first 10 seconds, I said, here's what it is, and here's why you need to use it. That was the first 10 seconds. So if you wanted to tune out then, you could, but that was my kind of thing to do. And I think that you're sort of holding up too much information in here. So if you can summarize it down, or at least get the main point across quicker, I think that would benefit you as well. You do have a page of fire. I do think there's a level of hesitation from many people in the presentation where they're just like, I don't really think so. And that's not the people you're presenting to. You want to present to the people that are be open-minded so you don't make eye contact with the people that are interested. And I think that's the main point here. You know, the people that have tuned out, don't worry about them. You want to really focus on the people that are still interested. The page of water, since you do have a lot of pages going on here, the page of water just kind of says you're formulating things in a little bit of a splashy way. So if you can, again, focus directly on the main points as fast as possible, that's going to do a lot of good things for you at the end time, right? There you go. All right. So there it is. That is what happens with all of that. So there we go. Let's see. My father realized about the stock market sure waited me to take a nap. You know, I don't do the boring stock market stuff. My stuff is pretty... My stuff is like at this point in my life, my stuff is so simple, stupid that I kind of feel ridiculous when I do it. But I mean, you know, you can see my stock market channel, and you can see my how much I earn and my success percentiles. Anyway, what's going to happen when I celebrate April's Fool's Day next month? Dark Mansion. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Dark Mansion is here. Let's celebrate April Fools over there and see if that's going to be something that we can get excited about. Because, you know, you got to do that. We got a jumper already. We have very few jumpers on this channel, but tonight, apparently we have one. King of Wands with that. Now, celebration needs to be tamed down a little bit. King of Wands, you're a little bit overzealous here, a little bit too much. Could it be a little too fiery aspect with those wands coming in? You know, it feels like that's one of the aspects is here too. You got to watch out for that because you will get caught up in that pretty quickly. King of Wands says, don't get overzealous. Get a little bit sort of, a little bit sort of cooled down with it and whatnot. Three of Swords says, make sure don't piss anybody off. I think that's one of the things. I think April Fools can be done pretty well, but overzealousness is not going to really work, and pissing people off with a little bit of the Three of Swords, that heartbreak, is also going to be kind of challenging. You don't want to run into that where you're just like, all right, you tick somebody off. So there's funny and then there's not funny. Make sure you know the difference between those two, and I think that's going to be very cool indeed. Ten of Cups is anything around the house is going to be the most fun. It's, you know, sort of unexpected things happening, unexpected events and realities that sort of come in there. I think you're going to be pretty excited about that. So the closer to home that you can stay, I think the better off you're going to be for April Fool's Day. Hey, that rhymes. Two of Pentacles says, make sure you have a broad selection of things. So maybe you can get some good choices and make some good choices here. And if you have some other people involved as well, maybe they can do that dance with you and assist you with the choice and, you know, and just have some fun stuff going on with all of that. Anyway, that's what I think at least. But there we go. BecaBoo, is Teddy and T.O. going to make tarot babies? No, T.O. got snipped. So no, T.O.'s not going to be making any tarot babies. If Teddy does get knocked up, then I got questions. Rosemary, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. The things we talk about on this channel. But I mean, you know, Becca did ask. I'm just saying. Cassandra's over here. By the way, we got BecaBoo, speaking of which, made donation over PayPal. And there's a negative force hovering around over there. Let's see if that negative force could be around their energy. But for now, we're going to do Cassandra. When me and the daughter regained our bond, we do need a nice, friendly, jovial, fun deck to sort of make this happen, right? We got a lot of fun little decks, a lot of kind of very cute decks. We could do the teddy bear for this, a little bit of a teddy action going on with that. We do have a lot of good fun decks over here. But this is one that I'm kind of leaning on for this because I just kind of like it. It just is that, right? Just as there. There's a tarot daddy, not her baby daddy. Well, you know, that's it too. Samantha, thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate that. By the way, Samantha, I did bring in a new dog deck tonight. We got the Shiba Moon Dog Tarot. It is here and it is happy. It is ready to roll, and I'm pretty excited about that one. All right, we're doing the Teddy Bear Tarot. By the way, if you don't know what this is, it's otherwise known as the Luna Bears Tarot. We got a little happy dancing teddy for it and everything. But yeah, it is the, a lot of people ask, they're like, hey, Luna Bear, this is what it's called. So a lot of people are like, I really like that deck. What is it? Never seen it before. So yeah. This is a fun one, kind of a mainstay on the deck as well, a mainstay on the channel. So, you know, that's it. That is it. You finally heard back from Newman. You already scheduled a meet and greet with another dog tomorrow. There we go. Music Oracle, welcome. Appreciate you being here. And Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. All right, let's see. Well, me and the daughter regain our bond. It is something that needs to be worked on, you know. It's something you have to work on. DYB, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. It looks like it's not an easy fix. It looks like it's not something simple to where tomorrow is like, oh, there's the bond. It's right over there. Let's go get it and grab it and pull it in. I don't think that that's something possible, right? Cinderella, welcome. How you doing? But yeah, it's something that we can do. Now, this is something where somebody has to step up and take command. Okay. I'm sorry. You got a Page of Wands over here. Who has really stepped up and taken command of this? Somebody's got to do it. I don't think we can both be on the separate sides, do a little Two of Swords, and then magically one day we regain our bond. You do have to realize that just sitting here doesn't do us any good. We have to get together and do it. And somebody, basically, unless they do it, we are going to have a level of frustration. We're going to have the disconnects. We're going to have the heartbreak. This also says that the daughter and you don't want it this way. And I think that is the biggest option here. You and the daughter don't want it this way. So you have a mutual agreement of let's do something about it. And somebody has to take a step up and say, look, I'm the master of this level of castle. I'm the one that makes the decisions here. And I'm going to step up and make it happen. Basically, that's it. So the answer is yes. Basically, we get the love balloons for the reuniting and all that other stuff, but somebody has to take the first step and make it happen. Has to take the first step and make it happen, because if both parties are not happy with the situation, then both parties will lean towards making it right. Both parties will lean towards making it right. And I think that is the big thing that needs to happen over here. All right, Natural Yogi, a tournament today. Anything exciting for the tournament? Is it going to be like the tournament in Game of Thrones or something, where it's like fighting to the death or something? I don't know. Let's get a tournament deck over here. We have a little bit of a TDM. That feels like a tournament deck to me. We're going to make that happen. KDP, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. There we go. All right, DYB, I got your question in the queue, and I'm making it happen here. Let's see what's happening as far as a tournament. And maybe it's like Game of Thrones. I don't know. But yeah, I want to see how this is going to happen. You do do have sort of that force. You do have that level of strength. I really feel like the tournament is unfair advantage to one of the parties in here. I think your one party is just going to get rolled over by the others. I think that's going to be one of those things that happen, right? A little bit of a forceful move or a little bit of a head removal or whatever in this tournament as well. You also kind of have this thing where it's a lot of people just don't want to be there. It feels like a lot of people are kind of checked out. Maybe they're on their phone. Maybe they don't want to do anything here. And KDP, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. It's a tennis tournament. Well, it could turn poor. I don't know. But yeah, this is something where a lot of people don't want to be there. So you are going to have some people checked out on their phone. Nothing really exciting as far as that as well. Now, you do have a level of sort of the reincarnation, a couple of majors here. I do think that there's going to be maybe a rematch or somebody's going to come from behind and make a big ending. So the ending is going to be very forceful. The ending is going to be exciting. And this is going to be something where everybody is going to be excited at the very last few minutes. So in other words, kind of bored. And then we come back from behind and boom, there it is. And thank you for your other donation. We got Lani is next. How's the Gemini feeling about me? Is there any movement communication coming this weekend? Just don't think there's any communication this weekend. I just don't think there's any major things happening with that this weekend, in my opinion. But let's consult the Amber Tarot. This is another new deck over here making it happen. And thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you as well. All right, let's get some Amber Tarot out here from the Life Spirit team. If you don't have this, they sent this to me for free, so thank you so much. The Amber Tarot people for the free deck. So yeah, I got a lot of decks to go through. I have about almost 50 at this point to I got 50 tarot decks to go through at this point. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I have 30 more on order. In addition, I have 23 more when the Llewellyn sale comes out that I'm ordering. And on my Amazon cart, I have 18 more that I'm waiting for. And that's just this month. That's just this month. So I have no idea. So this brings up an interesting question and an interesting point. Let me say this. I'm creeping up on the area of 400 to 500 decks of cards. So even if I built 35 tarot towers, still can't fit them all in here, all right? So if you like a particular deck, please make a comment. Put a comment on a video somewhere and say, I love this particular deck. Don't type it right now. Put it on the video comment, and I will make sure that deck is available. But I can't have all 400. I can't have all 500 decks available at every moment. So if you have a particular deck that you would like to see, that you want used, put a comment on a video somewhere. I read all comments, all comments. So put a comment on a video, right? Somewhere, sometime, put a comment on it. I'll see it and I'll get your stuff prepped, okay? I think that's it. But anyway, Samantha, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. How's the Gemini feeling about me? You still have a 10 of Cups. I really think there's a possibility of getting things back in order, getting things back in the way that you would like them. I think that's going to be some important things here. And this is something as well that there's some changes they need from their section, right? There's some changes they need to happen there in order to be happy. And I think you're the same way. I think you're like, we need changes. We can't come back sort of raw and just make this happen. So happy home, happy family involves change. We have these two aspects over here, and you got to kind of understand that is going to be that's going to be important as well. I wondered if you read all of this. I do not read all of chat. I do read comments that people make on videos because I get an email every time you make a comment. So if you go to a different video, make a comment later, I always see those. Anyway, but the chat, no, I really don't. I mean, I don't sit here with a piece of paper and write down everything that's in the chat. or anything like that. But I will, sort of hard to comment if you ask for a deck, and I will make sure that's available. All right, but yeah, changes are needed for this to be functional. Changes are needed for this to be happy, and that's something that you have to sort of focus on here to make this good at the end of the day. The star does point to a level of enthusiasm, a level of good connection that is going to happen over here with this. We just need to relax and wait for it to happen, right? Samantha, thank you for your 4th donation. I appreciate you. Overall, you have not only the 9, but the 10 of Cups. They still have feelings. They still want things to work out. You just got to be patient with this. Natural Yogi, thank you for your other donation. But yeah, that's one of the things that happens through there. All right, now, any movement or communication this weekend? I really say no. Like the first thing intuitively that I had, I really kind of say no. It's not going to be something that's all right. You do have the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. There's just not really any communication that's just going to be substantive in this particular sort of time frame. You'd have the 5 of Cups over here again, a level of disappointment, level of frustration with the whole thing. This weekend is not going to be the time to sort of make things happen. Just be aware of that and just sort of settle with that as just sort of a reality. I do think there are things in a couple of weeks, but this weekend, not really with that. Marie is next, a little bit of a generala for the next week. Samantha, thank you for your gazillionth donation. All right, we're going to get to use the doggy decks all night tonight. All right, Marie wants to know a general for next week. Where's next week going to take us? Ooh, the Strength card seems to be in everything. It is all about communicating with people. It feels like you've neglected somebody. Have you neglected a friend? Have you neglected an acquaintance? Have you neglected kind of something in your life when it comes to other people? It really feels like that you have been. In other words, not really purposeful neglect, but you haven't had the time. It's time to catch up with old friends. Time to catch up with people next week indeed. You have that 3 of Cups, which is optimized. It's going to be a beautiful thing for you. Very good with that. You got the Strength card as well. It talks about the connection, talks about that intimate connection, that, sort of having somebody there and having somebody available and sort of being there for somebody as well. Maybe you're super busy. It is time to take a breath. It is time to take a breath and make things happen with that. 8 of Swords says next week, be a little conservative. Don't try to reach out and make the miracles happen. Kind of relax, be conservative. There's plenty of time to do the miracles later. You don't want to put all of your energy and all of that stuff out there, but it's just not going to work. Ace of Pentacles says you have new things beginning, and that does cause a level of excitement. Tamper the excitement down a little bit. I think you just have to do that next week as far as it goes. BecaBoo is next. Got a little bit of the dark side going on over there. Negative force around my energy. We can use the Cthulhu for this. BecaBoo wants to know about the dark side of the Force. All right, we'll do the Cthulhu deck just to make Ultraviolet happy. I don't know if Ultraviolet's still here. Ultraviolet, Ultraviolet complains about me going AFK. What do? Go AFK immediately. I'm just saying. I'm not throwing shade or nothing. I'm just saying, Ultraviolet's like, you go AFK so quick on my stream, and then Ultraviolet goes AFK. All right, let's see. I have a little bit of a dark side reading. Let's see if we can find out what is happening in the BecaBoo. All right, let's see. Is there negative forces around my energy? Let's see. Let's all say a prayer for Paula. Paula's having some issues as well. That sucks. Man, medical issues just take you out of the game, man. Medical issues take you out of the game. Priya, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. What is going on tonight? All right, let's see about the dark side. Is there any energy around me there? The sun ain't shining on you right now. I think you're sort of confusing a little bit of thing for, you're confusing a little bit of the sun is not shining, luck is not on my side for something a little more sinister. And I really don't think that's it. I really don't think that's it, right? I don't think there's a negative force here. I just think because the sun may not be shining towards us, it may not be that opportunity that we need, it may not be a lot of good things happening to us, it does not mean bad things are happening to us as well. You have the Strength card, which seems to be in every reading, even the Cthulhu deck, with some major choices that need to happen. I think it's something to where you haven't made any choices with some things. You need to pick up, you need to grab, you need to move forward with some choices and not delay. As I always say, not making a choice is literally making a choice. And that happens to us sometimes, all right? We don't make a choice. We think if we delay it, we hope for the best, eventually everything will be all right. Make the difficult choices. The sun will reverse itself and be upright one more time, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. You just need to make the big choices, and that is a very difficult thing to do sometimes, but that just kind of says it. Again, it doesn't mean that things are bad. It just means that things aren't as good as they could be, because you do have some blockages kind of happening here. Anyway, this is called the Cthulhu Dark Arts Tarot. It is an oversized deck. And, they say, who said this is a large deck? Everybody likes a large deck, is what I'm saying. So size does matter when it comes to tarot. I mean, just saying right now. Anyway, we got the double Rosemary going on over there. Let's see, do we have any more on PayPal? I think we're good on PayPal. And see, I did it for Ultraviolet, and Ultraviolet went AFK. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, but yeah, Capricorn's feelings and thoughts. Will they reach out? Maybe if we play Ultraviolet's voice, she'll come back.
Tio is the best tarot reader ever.
So there you go. There's Ultraviolet's voice. So let's see if we can draw her back in. All right. Anyway, Rosemary is over there. It says Capricorn's feelings and thoughts. Will they reach out? All right. We got so many good decks right here. We got so many things going on. This is the Painted Lady. This is the Painted Lady Tarot. This is a brand new one. We got a 4K flip through. We got an unboxing. It didn't come with a box, but we unboxed it anyway. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how this thing reads. I did like it. So all dicks are large in my small hands. Well, that's a TMI. that's a TMI. All right, that's a TMI there. Ms. Moonlight Musing. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Capricorn's feelings and thoughts about me. Will they reach out? The Fool says yes. It says that this is something where they will reach out. They will make that happen. You got a little bit of a bird over here landing on her head. It feels like this is sort of like a Picasso on crack kind of deck. But yeah, you will have them reaching out. I think this is something they've been waiting for. Feelings, you have a 9 of crayons over here. They love the issues that we're having. You have a 9 of pens. The 9 of all suits do represent, well, not swords, but the 9 of most suits do represent a lot of beautiful things, or the culmination of a lot of feelings, a lot of things that they want to do, a lot of things that they want to see happen, right? And I think they have been thinking and considering reaching out. You kind of have them looking across the buildings, thinking about you, waiting to see where it goes. And I think that's going to be one of those things too. So I do think they still have feelings, and I do think they will reach out. So that's going to be a double yes. We can do a thumbs up reading on that. I think that'll be all right. But there we go. There we go, indeed. So, yeah. All right, we're going to see. Who's he talking about? I got to rewind. Yeah, you rewind. And meanwhile, we'll do the rest of the readings over here. All right, let's see who is next. Rosemary is back again. Planning to quit my job by the end of the month? Screw those people. I'm out of here. Let's do that with the owl. Nothing says who. But yeah, there we go. We got another, tonight's a jumper. Leave the job. Get the hell out of there. I think that's going to be a good idea. I think it's a good decision. decision. As always, entertainment purposes only. Never quit a job based on fat man reading your cars on the internet. You do see sort of leaving the job, get the hell out of there. Assuming you got the money, you know? The purpose of a job is to have money. If you have no money, quitting the job is a poor idea. If you're making 10 grand a day or something, quitting a job might be a good idea. But yeah, the 8 of Wands says, it is a default. You want to look towards getting out of there. The Tower says that is a big move for you. You need to have the structural integrity in place to survive it. So how long will it be if you get another job, right? We had 2 banks collapse within 48 hours already. We got other banks that are really taking a hit right now. There could be a crisis coming. And I said before, over and over, to watch out for May and to watch out for December. Because here comes May, by the way. All right, but yeah, the Tower. You got to be prepared for May. You ready for May? If you are, you're going to be good. You got the Hierophant, you got the 8 of Cups. You got 2 leaving jobs. Make sure you keep open contacts. Make sure you leave on good terms because you do need to rely on some of those people later on. The Hierophant says that you do need to, you do need to make things work, and that. Overall, that's a yes. It is a yes. You have 2 definitive yes cards in there, so I kind of like it with that. All right, Natural Yogi is starting all the veggies. Excuse me, all of the veggies. All right. I'm on a new nutrition plan, and the coach isn't effective for me, various reasons. I'm hoping to get my overall strength up by eating good. I'm going to tell you from somebody that eats good most of the time that I have endless amounts of energy until I got cancer. But before that, I had endless amounts of energy. Why? Because I worked out and I eat good. I eat kale, and more kale. I ate a salad with a lean chicken breast for lunch. I eat kale for dinner, and I ate banana in between. And lately, I've been sucking down ho-hos and cupcakes. I need to cut that out. Other than that, I'm telling you, endless energy, a lot of weight loss, very, very good. And yeah, just a lot of good health stuff in there. All right, hoping to get on the nutrition plan to coach. Oh, was it affected me for various reasons? I don't see a question in here. Let me look. Let me see what kind of question we got. I don't really see a question. We'll just read. The Fool says you're on a journey to get something that's going to be a little bit better for you. And I think that's very important because a lot of people get so complacent. They don't realize that there's so much more that their body can do. There's so much more that their mind can do. Because eating crappy really depresses you. Eating crappy makes you angry. It makes you just temperamental. It gives you weird thoughts. It has a lot of negative effects on your body, your mind, your motivation, your spirit. You gotta have that, right? The Fool says you're on a journey to heal those things. You got 3 majors over here. This push, this making yourself better thing is gonna be important. The Moon says it will clear your mind up. You will have a lot better experience as far as mood, as far as getting up, as far as being excited with the world itself. And Justice says that you have a different kind of look on the world here. You have a more control and you have kind of a level of command over yourself, your manifestations, your life that you haven't had before. 3 majors. This is going to be a big move. Absolutely need to make that happen. So there we go. All right. Let's see what is next. We got Jamie Lee. 1 week, maybe enough. All right. A asked for 1 week. Will his answer to my request be a no? Well, let's see. Let's pull a Halloween deck out here. This is one we have not used yet, and I'm excited to put this on the table and kind of see where that is at, right? Church's chicken. Wait a minute. Mom died from Church's chicken? What? Crafty lady. Wait. Crafty lady. So your mom died from Church's chicken? Are you saying that she went to Church's chicken and like just died in the drive-thru, or like crafty lady? Like what happened over there? Anyway, Tarot Magician is here. Welcome, Tarot Magician. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Welcome back. Hopefully everything's going well with you. All right. Will this answer be a no to this request? 5 of Wands says that they're leaning towards a no, definitely making that happen. 4 of Swords says they're going to drag it out a little bit more. They're going to drag it out a little bit more than what you would normally expect. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. But yeah, they're going to drag it out. Not going to be a direct no, but what I think they're going to do is drag it out until it becomes awkward. And that's my thing. That's my thing. There we go. All right. Wait, so she says no. My mom loved it. She died when she fell in the hospital. Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. Anyway, all right, sorry about that. That sucks. Okay, Rosemary, why did the manager reject the transfer request? Was it a business or personal? That's interesting. A little bit of a throwdown with that.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
All right, we got rejected. That happens to the best of us over there. We're going to get This Might Hurt Tarot. We're going to get This Might Hurt Tarot and see what happens on this particular aspect right here. We got rejected on it. Ain't nobody likes to get rejected, but that's a fact of life. That's a fact of life with that. Tiara, welcome and thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see. Rejected at 5 of Swords, absolute rejection. 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords. This is personal. This is personal. You have a 5 of Swords, a Lord of Defeat. One of those things that happens too with the Lord of the Defeat and the 2 of Pentacles is they had a choice either way, and they leaned into this a little too on the personal side. That 6 of Swords says they feel like that you weren't supportive enough, or they feel like that something's going on with it. Basically, they're just trying to be mean a little bit, and I think that's kind of what happened. The 5 of Wands says they wouldn't mind stirring the pot a little bit. They're not scared to stir the pot. You are going to have to deal with this long term, but they rejected it for a personal reason. I just think that they just didn't want you to leave, right? The 6 of Swords, they see you leaving. They didn't want you leaving. They wanted a little bit of level of control there. I think that's what's going to happen as well, right? All right. Let's see, the 5 of Wands. So this is a sort of a conflicted thing as well. So interesting as well. All right, let's see what else is happening. We got Cinderella general reading for the next 2 weeks. What's going on with that? We'll use the Pop Girls Tarot over here. This is a nice one. This is a fun little deck. Jaleesa, welcome. I appreciate you being here tonight. What is happening? All right, let's see. General for the next 2 weeks. What kind of opportunities do we got going on? All right, let's see. All right. We're going to get a little piece of the High Priestess, Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Swords, which seems to be in every reading too. It just seems to be a night for Strength card, 4 of Swords going in there. Next 2 weeks. High Priestess says picking up things and running with them as fast as you can is going to be important. Basically, when you see something, act on it quickly. You don't want to hesitate. You don't want to sit there and just wait. You definitely want to embrace it as fast as you possibly can. I think delaying, waiting on things, coming up with excuses, making some things happen the long way is not going to be beneficial to you long run. 4 of Swords says you definitely don't don't want to get in a situation where you lose control of something because you didn't address it immediately. Next 2 weeks, when you see it, absolutely make it happen as fast as you can. You have that Knight of Wands again, talking about the fiery aspect that you do need here, and just making it happen with this. You got the High Priestess as well. Priya, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, this just happens. It's the way it is. I think that's the way that we can push forward through here. High Priestess just says it's all about seeing things and noticing the things that you normally don't look for and taking action upon those. I think that is going to be so important in the next 2 weeks. This scares you. Why does it scare you? DYB is next. DYB wants to know any big funding. Let's see if that's going to happen. All right. Let's see. We also got, whoa, that's a big donation over PayPal. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. DM, let me know what your question is. I don't know what your name is. You're Denise. All right, Denise, let me know what your question is. Thank you for the big donation over PayPal. DYB wants to know, are we going to get some big money cash in for this nonprofit organization? Is that going to roll in this weekend? We got 2 days this weekend, got 2 days on the books. Let's see if we can get some big fat donations in that time. Temperance says not really. We are a little bit of a hermit share at the Knight of Cups. I think this weekend does start a donation drive. It's almost like somebody is rooting for you. Somebody is trying to make things happen on this perspective. They're trying to move forward and get things moving in that way, right? Ms. Green, I thank you for your donation as well. But the Hermit just says sort of by yourself, waiting, being patient here. I don't really think you're getting anything super magical from this. Temperance card says we have other people, we have other guidelines, we have other ways to get it. I think somebody is on our side. The Chariot card. You are looking at somebody making a movement for you, making a movement on your behalf and getting things started, getting the ball rolling. Maybe they can have a donation drive. Maybe they can have a push forward to get things moving. I think that's going to be sort of something, but it seems to sort of drawing people in emotionally, getting people excited about a particular charity, about a particular thing is going to be something that really makes it work and really makes it function. So not this weekend, but I do think you are starting something the next couple of weeks that get you pushed towards the next drive or get you moving in the proper direction to make things happen as far as that goes. All right, KDP is next. What does Jordan think, Phil, after our interaction today? All right, we had an interaction today. How are they feeling? What are they doing? What kind of movements are we going to have happen in this particular case? Let's get my tarot deck, which everybody loves. At least I hope they do. Waterfall Tarot. It is still available. It is still available. Denise, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's copy the question to, let's see, is it going to capture your, no, it is not. All right, we have my application is not doing as good as it should. Okay, that's it. All right, let's see. How does Vincent feel about me? All right, let's copy that, and then we should be prepared. All right. Let's see where this is going to go. All right. Need to stop eating crappy food. That's it. That is it. TarotOracle, will you ever use RuPaul's Drag Race Tarot? I did review it, but it was a borrowed deck. And the person I borrowed it from, I'd rather not see again. So no, I will not be doing any readings with that. Silent Victory, thank you for your donation as well. All right. We had an interaction with them. What do they think and feel about it? They didn't like it. They didn't like some aspects of it. That's the way it goes. You have the Four of Swords, right? They could have done without the interaction. They didn't really want to embrace it. They didn't want to go forth with things the way it happened. They didn't sort of get in the mood with that. They wanted to avoid it. You have a nightmare. You have a heartbreak over here. And I think that's going to be one of those deals. And that just happens, right? You'd have a Page of Pentacles as well that just says that this is a start of something they didn't want to start, that they didn't want to bump into or anything like that, but they ended up in it and the own thing. I think that's going to be it though, right? You have a Four of Swords here. I think they're going to try to dodge the interaction. I think they're going to try to dodge the after effects the best that they can, and they didn't want anything to do with it. That's basically what it says, right? Tio bragged about never see one of his programs fail. It didn't fail. It just has an issue that I need to fix. Crafty lady. There's not a failure. There is just an issue that needs to be fixed. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, KDP is also here. Will you reach out to me again? Am I overthinking this? Oh, happy over a crumb. Man, after that bad reading in the previous one, it looks like it's going to be kind of challenged to see anything go forth and happen with this, but you are going to have to get a little bit of expectations lowered on this particular interaction. You do have a fool over here in the 10. Man, you know, I really think that they will not be reaching out for a while. This is not something they want to do. When they do reach out, I think it'll be for a specific purpose, maybe for a hookup, maybe for a quick connection, maybe to use you for something. It just feels like this person's not really dedicated to you, not in that mode of 100% dedicated, 100%, pushing forward, wanting to see things happen for the best. They're just not looking out for your best interest. You have a Queen of Pentacles. You need to look out for your best interest. If you feel a little bit of weirdness from this person, you don't really want to engage in it. 10 of Swords, don't be afraid to cut them off if they do come through with a little bit of a disingenuous feeling as it is. 6 of Wands, you want to be supportive of each other. If they're going to come out and they're going to reach out, you want to have that level of support, that level of commitment, that level of truth coming through there, and you definitely want that to be the mainstay, not somebody using you. Overall, the Fool, be happy to go on an adventure with him if they're willing to go on the adventure together. This is a together kind of feel. You don't want to be used. I think that's it, right? I think that's it. You don't want to be used. Because a lot of times people will come back, they'll be, I want to use you for this and that, or, and you kind of got to be careful when you engage in any of that, right? Anything good happening soon to Anne? And we got will it get attention after the 3 projects? We are moving forward. One of the decks I really like lately, one of my absolute favorites, it's kind of always been the, where'd it go? Has always been the Curious Travels Tarot. Curious Travels Tarot, it's a good reader. It's a good reading deck. And I think that's something that I kind of look for a lot of times in a deck. I just want a good reader. If it's pretty, that's fine. But you just want something that reads well, something that functions well, and is overall going to be good for you. I think you have some trips. I think anything happening soon. You got some trips to plan. You got some places to go. I really think you're not going to be stagnant. I don't think you're going to be kind of in that mode of not going anywhere. You definitely are pushing forward into the next iteration here. Wheel of Fortune into the Chariot. It says we're getting out of the norm and traveling into some new experiences, something new, something exciting, something that we would really like to embrace with that. The Tower just says there are a lot of changes involved with the movement. So before the movement, make sure that you have a plan. Make sure that you're on the site, on the place that you want to be with this, because the Chariot, unfettered or uncontrolled, will lead us to a place we really don't want to be at the end of the day. So watch out for the Tower. Make sure things are planned. You do have some trips, some movement happening soon as far as that goes. And the other question is, will I get attention after the 3 projects I'm making at the moment? All right, let's see if we can get some attention. We'll see if we can get some things going on, right? Yeah, I left it to use on the work project. What font is it? Crafty Lady. I'll message you. I have no idea. Crafty Lady. It's in the other room. That is a program that I use in the other room. So this is my dedicated stream room. So I don't have access to all my little toys in here, but I will message you and do that. All right. Ultraviolet Teddy is back. We got to stop talking about her right now. So y'all got to chill out with that stuff. All right. We got to stop talking about Ultraviolet Teddy. She has returned. All right. Let's see where we're going with this though. Well, to get attention after these 3 projects, I think you give up on one of them. I think you're too spread out. I think you have too much focus all over the place, and you're going to end up getting into a situation where you just abandon one of those projects, really, right? Queen of Pentacles is sort of focusing on the two projects that make the biggest difference are going to be your mainstay here. And I think that's sort of where we're at here. That Queen just says, make sure that you have everything that you need. Make sure that you're honing in on all of the details, getting everything right on the projects. I think that's going to be good rather than embracing all of them. The two, find the projects that you're excited about, put your effort into those, and you are going to be more excited, you're going to be more focused, and you're going to get better actions and better things done once you do that. All right, the friend's having a hard time getting over me. What? All right, you must be pretty memorable if they're having a hard time getting over you. That's a good thing, I guess. Mina, welcome to stream. What is going on? Yeah, our friend having a hard time getting over me. What now? Oh man, the death card. Let them do their thing. This is something where you have to let them walk their own path. You have to let them walk their own path. And I think that's something that you do have that is going to be difficult to do, because a lot of times we get focused on somebody. We want to make everybody happy. It's not really realistic, but yeah, you do have to let them walk their own path here. Knight says they pursued a level of something that they knew wasn't realistic. They pursued some things that didn't work, and that is their decision. They have to pay the price for that. King of Pentacles as well just says let them recover, let them build their strength, and let them become a better person, because, you know, what doesn't kill you does indeed make you stronger. I think that's going to be it too, right? All right, now we also sort of have the death card. You have to let them make their own changes, and I think they're undergoing a level of change that is happening to them as well, and this is part of it. Let them, you know, let them sort of just do their own thing. I really don't think there's anything you're going to do that's just gonna magically fix everything or band-aid it up or anything like that, at least in my opinion, with all of that. All right, now here come the dog questions. Let's get it over there. We got Suki. All right, we'll adopt, let's see, let's do all of these at once here. Suki, Khia, Frankie, and Piglet. All right, so we got Piglet, and then Chris messages. All right, I think that's it. All right, let's mark all of these done. All right, what the hell's going on over here? Hang on. All right, I need to mark that done, and that done. All right, so we should be good, and mark that one done. All right, we're good. All right, will I adopt the dog Suki tomorrow? Let's get, everybody has been waiting for it. It is the dog deck that we all love. It is the Shiba Moon Tarot. Shiba Moon is making me a deal, by the way, so I can buy a bunch of these at a discount, and I'm going to give them away on the stream. So there we go. I'm going to buy a bunch of these at a discount and give them away on the stream, as well as the discounted Mercier Tarot that I'm going to buy as well. So I'm going to be spending pretty much everything that you donate to me, I'm going to give back to you this year. I think that's my dedication. Everything that you give to me, I'm going to give back to you this year. All year. All right, we'll adopt the dog Suki tomorrow. We typed all the dog names in there, and then we spaced up and we ruined it. That's great. All right, you got the 10 of swords, 10 of coins, and the 8 of coins. I do think there's a level of work and effort involved with Suki that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. You do have a 10 of swords that says this is your one and only opportunity. It's almost like somebody else may be looking for them. You got to kind of have that in the back of your mind. 10 of coins as well. So this is going to be a good component. And the reason I say this is the 10 of coins is one of the only cards that natively has a dog on it. So I think Suki is going to be your number one pick, but you do have to make a decision quick because there's some work involved here. It needs to get moving. It needs to get happening as fast as possible. So I think Suki is a very, very, very good possibility. Then we got Khia. Can we get a Khia Soul or a Khia Sorrento, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see with that, right? 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the Devil. No, Khia's going to be a nightmare. Khia's going to be a nightmare. Run the other direction. Run the other direction. Khia does not look good at all. You got not only the Devil, but a 6 of Cups. Like, Khia really gets you sort of started up, but maybe at the end of the day, you know, you're going to be next to Teddy Bear and going to have a husky over there howling all day or something. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. That is a Devil you don't want to get involved with. The 9 of Wands just says you're going to be an injured warrior. I would pass on Suki, or I would pass on, Khia. I'd pass on the Khia Soul and the Khia Sorrento. Frankie, is Frankie going to be one that works, one that functions with that? 3 of Wands, keep looking. 3 of Swords, Tower, no, 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 and no. This is one of the few definite no's that I see out of all of this too, right? You just have this little bit of the Tower card. I think that Frankie is not going to be your best suit. I think 3 of Swords says you're going to be kind of upset about it. There is something about Frankie that pulls you in, that gets you excited about that dog. There is something about them that you're kind of like, whoa, this is something cool, something I really love. This is somebody that I'd really like to have. But 3 of Wands just says keep looking with that. I don't think that's going to be a good one at all. I would sort of basically write off Frankie entirely with that. Now, Piglet, let's say a Piglet's going to be good, right? I think, wasn't the Pooh went out of copyright, but wasn't Piglet not part of that? Somebody correct me. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Piglet was not part of the copyright freedom that you have in the Winnie the Pooh right now. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Will I adopt the dog Piglet? Jesus Christ, that looks good. Lover says Piglet is a winner too. Now, you don't have the time restrictions that you did have on Suki. Just be aware of that. You do have a little bit of a Lovers over here. It feels like this is a good opportunity. This is a good dog. It's a great connection. This is somebody that you're going to be excited to see. 2 of Coins as well says you're really tempted just to go ahead and adopt them at the same time that you see them. Ace of Swords says they have a connection and a communication to your soul. It feels like that they're looking through your eyes into your soul. It really feels weird. Something's going on with Piglet. I like Piglet a lot. But they have some weird connection to your soul. And you're going to be like, you're going to come back and you're going to be like, yo, that Piglet, man, like when they look at me, it's like they're looking through me, like they know everything about me. It's kind of weird. All right, why does Kris send me a message, but then they never respond? I think Kris is a pain in your ass, is what I think. You got a 3 of Coins, a Wheel of Fortune, and a 4 of Cups. I think they want to connect. I think they want to get in there. I think they want to make things happen, but they're just incompetent. I'm sorry. They're just incompetent. They're just incompetent. I'm just saying. You got this 4 of Cups. They want it today, then they don't want it tomorrow. They want it the next day, then they don't want it the next day. I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Amy Reynolds, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, 3 of Coins. They want to make a connection. They want to have some things, but they're not willing to follow up. They're not willing to make things happen, and that is very difficult. That is very difficult with this person. They're just basically incompetent. I'm sorry. If you want somebody to be reliable, if you want, they just have this level of interest, and they don't. They have this level of interest, and they don't. That's it, right? That is it. That's just the way it happens sometimes. Priya is wait. We still got Denise. We still got Denise over here. All right, Denise wants to know. All right, how does Vincent feel about me trying to make a connection with this person? And I think that's something that we try too, right? We try to make a connection with somebody, and they end up being Just, not working. It's not functioning. It's not working. We're not having things be the way that we need them to be. All right, but let's see how that works, if that works at all. All right. Does Vincent feel about me trying to reconnect? Maybe we can make the connection. Maybe we can't. It's definitely something we're going to have to take a look at and see. All right. So for Vincent's aspects here, oh, man, how does it reconnect with him? You picked a bad time. I'm not saying that Vincent is completely hesitant or they don't want to connect or they don't want to do things. I'm saying that Vincent just is not at a good time in their life to make this happen. And I think that is the mainstay here. And I know you're going to take it a little bit personally sometime. You're going to be like, well, is it me? Is there something wrong or something that I'm doing wrong or something like that? I just think it's a poorly timed thing. I think that's it, right? I think that is it here. You have the Hermit over here with the World. I think we have a good opportunity here. I think you're trying. I think you're legitimately getting a thing over there, but they're just not at the time where they want to do that. The World, it's almost like they're on worldly travels or moving here and moving there. And a lot of times it just feels like this is not something that they want to deal with right now. It's something they're just kind of focused on their own thing. And as they focus on their own thing, they really don't want to deal with it. And I think that's kind of the overall feel to this is I don't want to deal with it. And I think that's kind of hard sometimes because, again, you're going to take it kind of in that aspect of, is it me? Jaie Alex, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Overall, the Hierophant says later on is going to be better. When I say later on, it's almost like mid-April would be just absolutely magical here. You just kind of have to just take a deep breath and go with this. Seven of Pentacles says plant the seeds for later. Have some light communication, some light effort. Don't be heavy-handed about it. And, you just gotta get in that mode of working in that thing. Overall, they're just happy where they're at now. They don't want to change anything big. Again, mid-April, things change and things are a little bit different. I would readdress it then and make the reconnection, I think, would work a lot better then. So that's kind of how they feel about that particular movement or that particular activity or thing going on with that. Priya is next. Priya says hello. Well, hello, Priya. How are you doing? All right, let's see what Priya's question is. Priya also has, will I be confident enough for something? All right, my manager always tries to pull me down. That sounds kinky, but okay. Manager always tries to pull me down and make things more difficult in life. And let's see what's going on with that. All right, my manager always tries to pull me down. I'm trying to do my best to dodge her attacks. When I'll be able to overpower the situation. All right. I don't know. It seems like you have to get in a wrestling match. You may have to get in a wrestling match with this individual. Let's wrestle with the Mons Tarot and all that other stuff and see what's happening there. Ultraviolet is invoking spirits. Wait, what did I miss? What is Ultraviolet making some spirits or something? I don't know. Did Tio and Teddy each open the same thing today? I don't know what that even means. He didn't invoke any spirits. What am I doing? I didn't invoke anything. I don't think Teddy or Tio plays with that side. No, I'm really boring. I'm a boring person. Teddy will tell you, I am the most boring human being on earth. You have never found anybody in real life as boring as my ass. I can tell you that, right? Teddy will back me up. All my exes are from Texas. Well, no, yeah, all my exes are from Texas. Well, one's from, well, not really, but yeah, they'll all back me up on this. I don't invoke anything. When I'm done with the stream, I basically watch TV. I eat a banana and I take a shower. I watch TV, and then I write software in the day, and then I do stock trading in the morning. I do a stream, then I eat a banana and I watch TV and I go to bed. And I take a shower and I eat a banana and then I go to bed. That's pretty much my whole life. On the weekend, I wander out and I meet some friends and do stuff, but I don't invoke anything. She's talking about the spirit board. Nah, I couldn't invoke a spirit if I tried. All right, let's see. My manager always tries to pull me down. I'm going to try to overpower her like an MMA championship. All right. Two of Cups says that there's an opportunity here that they're giving you. They're giving you an opportunity, basically. They want you to obey. They want you to do something. I think that is sort of important here, right? You do have the Three of Cups. You do have the King of Swords as well. They like power. They like having power over you. You have to understand that. Some people love that. You have to, sort of be realistic about this. The reason they're mean to you, the reason they're pushing you down is to have power over you. So just sort of do what you need to do to make them happy and get them to get the hell out of their life, right? So the more happy they are with your performance, the better off they are going to be. So you do have micromanagers that do that sometimes, and you got to kind of understand too, right? I think that's it. Where you just basically take an extra action that they were expecting. They're happy. They shut up. Everybody's happy. You got to do that. I don't think you're going to overpower them or anything like that. Three of Cups, be a team player. Let them know I'm a team player. I'm working on it. King of Swords, realize they want to have power over people. That's their thing. The Lovers, just be their friend. Do what they need and deliver what they need. And I think they'll kind of relax a little bit and take some of that stress off of you in the long run. There we go. All right. Let's see. Cinderella. Oh, we got Natural Yogi over there. Pep talk from the universe for the tournament. All right, let's have some pep talk for some cats. Let's have some pep talk for some cats right now. Natural Yogi. Let's see what kind of pep talk we can come up with. Eight of Wands says the tournament, the tennis tournament, is going to be a lot of action. You got a lot of sort of movement, a lot of action, a lot of things going back and forth. And the Ten of Wands, don't let it overcome you. Don't let it overwhelm you as well. I'll say that's going to be one thing as well. Wheel of Fortune, just treat it like any other tournament. It just feels like go in there, do the thing you need to do, and make it happen. I don't think there's anything waiting here. Wheel of Fortune just is what comes around, goes around. It is in the ball shape. Hit the ball around, do the things, just make it happen, go and do your best. I mean, there's, it's just kind of one of those things to where you just do your best, make things happen, and do what you always do. Do what you always do. Don't try to change things. Don't try to make a miracle. Just do what you do, and I think that's going to be fantastic, right? Anyway, will I be in good health by the time I meet John, my future husband? Will I have a healthy baby without complications? Get a little Ciro Marquetti happening with that, right? BecaBoo seems to be obsessed with me cleansing things. I don't know. BecaBoo, I don't know what's going on over there. BecaBoo, cleanse, or you might be telling us stories. BecaBoo, I already have cancer. What the hell else are they going to give me? I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good. So I think I'm good with the cleansing. I should be all right. Anyway, let's see what's going on with that. Will it be in good health by the time I meet John or the future husband? Or will I have a healthy baby and have all of the healthy babies running around the house and making all of the good baby magic happen with all of that stuff? You have a little bit of a 7 over here. It feels like don't cheat. Don't wander off the beaten path here, because cheating is not going to be something that works for you. I don't think that's going to be something that functions. I really don't think that's going to be something that works in the meantime. You don't want to sneak out and have a box of ho-hos or tasty cakes or whatever it is. This is going to be something where the healthier you are, the more focused you are. And it's one of those things to where once you start a habit, after you're in the habit and you do the thing successfully, that becomes what you do every day, right? Get in the habit, it becomes what you do every day, and then there's no thought behind it. I think that's going to be it as well. Monique, welcome to the stream. Ace of Wands does say your health is important, and that 9 talks about the celebration, getting with your future husband, having the healthy baby with a celebration. You got a little of the 5 of Cups reversed over here. The Ace of Cups upright, it just talks about a healthy relationship, healthy connection. I think that's going to be important as well. There we go. I think that is going to be it. It looks fantastic. I think that's going to be a thumbs up indeed. By the way, we are ending soon. So yeah, we got to end. No more donations for tonight. I got a gazillion to go still. When is Kris's true intentions for coming to me on a Sunday? All right, so like, here we go. All right. What are the true intentions coming to me on Sunday? Tiara's got a visit. Where are we going to go? Where is this going to take us? What kind of things are we going to do, right? All right. You found a stash of ho-hos. I'm just saying, ho-hos are damn good. Ho-hos are good. The tasty cakes, cupcakes are really good too. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff, you know? All right. What are Kris's true intentions for coming to me on a Sunday? Oh, you do have a little bit of that Ten of Pentacles action over here. They're trying to build a happy home, happy family. They want to make it happen. They are. Tiara, I'm doing your reading right now. That's why it says Tiara. But the Ten of Pentacles, they want a happy home, happy family. They're in it to win it. They are in it to win it. I think that's one of the big things here, because Eight of Wands says the movement, the angel, the wings, the movement they're making is with good intentions. They want to see things go well. They want to see things be the way that they need to be. And the Magician says they're willing to work on it. They have the ability, and they want to definitely put some action and some effort towards this, right? Knight of Pentacles as well. I'm giving you the stability. I'm bringing in the stability. I think that's going to be important. So at the end of the day, I'm having the reward or the destination for what I've done is what I want is what I have been sort of intending and what I want to see. And I think that's going to be an important aspect as well. So they do have good intentions. They want everything to be stable. And I'm just saying that is going to be good for you. When I be confident enough to overcome my work-life obstacles and come into my power. Now, I give you permission. You know, Priya, I give you permission. TarotOracle, give you permission to overcome your life obstacles. Because do you know who does that? You do. You know who does that? You. Nobody else does that. Nobody else does that. When will you be confident enough? I give you permission to do it now. Right now. This very moment is your change in your life, is the aspect that you have been waiting for. The Strength card says your patience is paid off. You can overcome. You can get into your power. The Strength card is about becoming that lion, becoming that Leo, and making things important to you happen. The Hermit says this is all on your shoulders, and that sucks. And that sucks, because that means you got to step up and you got to do things to make actions occur. Okay, you got to step up and you got to do things. Not going to be magical. The Hermit says, shine the light, realize your potential, and do the things that are going to overcome what is in front of you. Justice says you are going to get the justice that you deserve. It's a matter of your hard work being upfront about that. And you are looking at a Page of Swords right here too. You have to make your needs known to the world and let people understand that this is what I need. This is what I want, and, you know, sort of get that aspect with that. So when it comes to your boss, there's not much you can do. You're just going to have to, because I had a micromanaging boss for many years, and I basically just thought one step ahead of the guy. So I knew that when I replied to an email, he wanted me to change the subject to be a certain thing that made sense. So I would change the subject. When he had a document, he wanted it to be in a certain way, and I would always make it the certain way. So I went that extra step to predict what he needed to be happy, and that in turn kept me employed for 29 years. So there we go. Always try to predict what they want and try to do it without them asking. And if you can do that, that makes a lot of the grief stop, in my opinion. Again, in my opinion, entertainment purposes only. with that. All right, let's use the Baroque Tarot over here with a Ms. Green. Ricky's the next action towards me. What's Ricky been doing over there? What kind of actions do they have going on that we would like to see? All right, let's see. What are the next actions towards me? We got Silent Victory, Cinderella. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the queue while we are here. Yeah. All right, let's take a peek at the queue, and let's go over here, turn off the Baroque Tarot. So we do still have a couple in there. We got Miss Green, Silent Victory, we got Cinderella, and we got MR at the very last. Ricky's next actions towards me. You do have the Tower. They're waiting to make a big impact. I think that's something too. This person's waiting to make a big impact. They want to make a big impact. They're waiting to do it. This is the time that they're going to make that happen. The Judgment card says they're going to be back a couple of times. Like they make an impact here, then they make an impact there. And I think that that's kind of one of those things that they're looking to do. The Moon as well. They're trying to get some emotional resonance, some emotional connection with you, and I think that is something that they're looking forward to as well. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. All right, we got Silent Victory wants a little bit of a general. Let's make that happen. A general reading for the Silent Victory and see if we can get some victorious things going on here. All right, General, where are we going to be headed with this? It really feels like this is your time to bring to light a lot of the things that are hidden. What can we reveal? What can we understand that are going to be a little bit more in-depth or a little bit more focused for you at this moment? You got the Knight of Swords over here, meaning we rushed into things a little bit too much. We rushed into things a little bit too much, but I think that's going to be kind of important. But, you do have that Sun card as well that just says, hey, this is something we need to bring to light. What can we bring to light? What can we uncover here? And let's not rush as much as we have been. I think that's going to be an aspect as well, all right? It's going to be an aspect. Crafty Lady, update his time. What do you mean by time? You mean the 6:30? Is that what you're saying? I want to keep it 6:30 because sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm not. I think 6:30 is the proper time. I just occasionally, basically every time, I'm early. Anyway, is there romance in the air for spring love? Let's see what's going on with that. We got Katie, Jaie, and MR, and then we are out of here. All right, is there romance in the air for spring love? Arcanum has not been unboxed yet. So this is another one of those where you're gonna have to give me some time. All right, but I will unbox that one soon and have that ready for you. Page of Swords just says, be careful what you do. Keep everything light. Keep everything light and casual. I think light and casual works best for you. You got to sort of pursue that right now. Knight of Wands to say the fiery aspect that you're looking for is not happening right now for spring. I do think that you have some casual connection, some casual fun here and there. The Justice card says, make sure to balance love out with everything else. Don't focus too much on love. I don't think there's a lot of things in love that are going to happen in the spring. You want a few casual, like land, like a hummingbird. Go to the next thing like a hummingbird. Go to the next thing like a hummingbird and just relax. Just relax. I think that's going to be one of those things that's going to be important for you in the long run. All right. What do we got next going on? We got KDP. A future between Jordan, or are we just donezo at this point? Let's see. That is a little bit of a challenge sometimes. Let's go with the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan and all that other stuff and see where that is going to take us, right? A little bit of a Witch's Tarot. Is that going to be something that's all right today? Temperance, a 10, future between us. I really think there is if we can get through this rough time. I think every relationship does have a harsh time to where we are carrying these wands. We are carrying a bit of a load. It feels like it's too much. It feels like it's very challenging for us. It's not something that we want to do at the end of the day. We're just sort of challenged and pushed through. Page of Swords as well just says, be careful what we say because there are words, there are some phrases, there are some communications that will just kill this that will kill the connection off completely. You don't want to walk into that. I think that is it, right? I think that is it. But the King of Wands says, be sure to keep the fire open, be sure to keep the fire going the best that we can, because the Temperance card says it's all about balance and finding other ways to get through this. And if you can, I do think it is possible, all right? Will my job change? It is Josie, or will I get a big raise? All right, we'll do this in two sections. Number one, we'll get the job change is there. And see what's going on. Will my job change to Josie? Yes, 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 and yes, it will. High Priestess says you kind of know intuitively, you know there's something going on. You know there's something happening. You know there's something happening, right? You don't talk now, but you will talk later. That's my thing. But anyway, the High Priestess just says, yes, you know this internally. You understand that. Knight of Pentacles says you will be changing jobs over there because you got an Eight of Pentacles with a new job, sort of a happy, stable job that's going to be important there. Page of Wands, it feels like your current job is just kind of winding down. It feels like there's a lot of challenges in it you don't really want to deal with, and that's something at the end of the day you are going to have to go for. Anyway, will I get a big raise? Everybody does want a big raise, right? Get a little bit of that fat cash and all of that, and everybody's like, yo, I'll take a raise. I'll take all of the stuff that I can get here. But you sort of do have that High Priest. It says, yes, you will. Six of Cups, they will connect with you. They will communicate with you on this. Queen of Wands is the CEO, the master of multitasking. You're talking about the level of mastery with what you're doing. That Knight of Swords says they appreciate your the way you expedite things and make it happen. The Six of Cups says you're a good team member. You are good at communicating. You are good at doing your job. And that High Priest just says you need that raise. You need that raise. I do think you're going to get a job change and a big raise. Apparently, whatever you're doing a damn good job at it, is what I say. D's next action towards me, I think they're going to call you on Monday with something important to say, is what I think. I think that they are going to call you on a Monday with something important on their mind. They just have something they've been waiting for to talk about. Eight of Wands talks about calling you. I think on Monday with the Death card, they don't want anything to change in this. They want to keep things up and keep things going the best that they can. Three of Cups, they want to assure you that they're not seeing anybody else. They're trying to oversell that almost in some respects, but that's the way it goes. And that is it for me. I thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.